What is up, guys? You may not know this, but I'm currently in Nigeria, specifically Abuja, which is like the capital, right? The federal capital territory. Is that what they call it, right? Federal capital territory. I just have a few business meetings here, plus an occasion to attend. So obviously I have to take a quick flight from Ghana to Nigeria to be able to, sort these things out. Nonetheless, as my job requires, and then basically being the essence of why I chose to be a trader, I can work from literally anywhere, right? Any part of the world. So it doesn't matter whether I'm in Ghana or Nigeria, the chart is the same chart, and then the market will keep moving, right? But what inspired this video is basically how I ended up making just about $3,000, even though I was traveling from Ghana to Nigeria. So I'm going to show you guys the trade ideas, the whole risk I took on board, and then the reasoning behind it as well, right? It may end up inspiring you. One day if you find yourself in this position, you would know how to balance situation out when you want to do something like that. So just when I bought the flight, right, so we basically came with our, right, Africa World Airlines. If you don't know that airline, then that's just about it. But while we're on flights, and then we had like the pilot, giving the whole proceedings, then I realized that I had my eyes on GBP pairs, right? So throughout last week, the pound pairs have literally been selling off massively. I can't really kind of pinpoint exactly the core thing that is triggering that sell off for the pound pairs, but all I know is that technically they're just selling off. So I kind of anticipated a specific range in the market where I timed that we could have like perhaps a reversal, or so to speak a retracement in the market. And I was so bent on catching those retracement moves insanely. Like I was just so bent that this move I gotta take it, I gotta make money from it. And then I've had some personal dealings with my investors, big clients, and then we got to that point where we're just at the brink of going all out, what I would personally call go hard or go home season, right? Like we have a lot of cash on board at risk on the market. It's different when you kind of have like people come on board with you with that kind of mentality that Kojo, this week we're trying to make a lot of money, let's put 25k on the line, let's put 50k on the line. That way as a trader I have like that freedom, comfortable mind, knowing that I have just massive amount of money at risk. It doesn't necessarily mean that I'm willing to lose the money though, right? That's just the difference. But I can just have like that peaceful, sound mind when the trade is running at a drawdown of 5,000, at a drawdown of whatever it is, knowing that I'm still trying to professionally trade technically, and then not expose my whole capital to the market, but still be able to like take as much advantage in profit making. So just on the fly, then I started putting on a lot of my positions, because I realized that it could take me about 2 hours from Accra to Abuja, and then in 2 hours anything can happen. Even takes just a second for huge moves to happen on the market. So I decided to place my positions, and then when I get to the Abuja airport, connect to their free Wi-Fi and see what happens. So I literally did that, got down, checked first thing, I was running in a loss, and then obviously leaving the airport to the hotel where I lodged, which is like one of the premier hotels here, right, Hilton Hotel. Then I ended up literally losing track of my internet again. So I had not had any access to my internet until getting to the hotel premises and then connecting to their Wi-Fi, only to put on my data and then realizing that we were floating in another profit of 1,500. Just few seconds thereof, literally came back into a huge loss again, and I added extra positions. If you're not professionally competent, you shouldn't be doing that, which is like averaging your losses. But because I told you that I have a lot of cash on board to expose to the market, I didn't mind adding or averaging to my losses, as we may call it. And then guess what? Yes, I ran in a huge drawdown, but it eventually came back into huge profit, and then I decided to cash out from the market, because at the end of the day, the objective of trading is to make money. It doesn't matter, money is money. So cashed out about 3,000, and I feel like it's a fair deal. Let me show you some of the profit that I ran, right? So currently you can see here, like, yeah, I've had some few losses running on it, then we've had like that profit also there. Look at this one, all the way from here, profit, losses, then profit, and then we ended at 3,300. Pretty decent one. So let's show you right into the chart here how the chart was looking before I took those positions, right? So I took those positions basically here, right? So for GBP USD, my entry started right about here before my flight took off, right? And then I was expecting that somehow I would have like the pound pushing up from this region all the way onto the upside, right? I was kind of also observing that do we have like any technical support previously. I think I kind of had one all the way back there, but unless I switch up to the monthly time frame before you have some clues. So it was kind of pushing me, or giving me that vibes that would have like that up push on the market, right? And nonetheless, it didn't happen that way. And then we had extra sell-off, which is just continuous sell-off all the way into this range. And then I told you guys that as the market kept selling off, what did I do? I kept adding to my positions, right? So here I was still adding. I was averaging my losses here. But not only did I take pound USD, but I also took pound Swiss franc, right? But for the pound Swiss franc, it didn't really behave just as the way the pound USD was. And then look at here, pound Swiss franc, we have like, that support, back into the support, and then just the same confluence to the GBP USD. I was adding a lot of positions right here. I would personally say that the trade that kind of sustained the whole setup for me was pound Swiss franc. If it wasn't for pound Swiss franc, I would have been probably like in a substantial loss. But it kind of balanced the weight on the position that I put on pound USD. So I kind of had that what's the name, more confidence in pound USD, because like they call me GU master or GU legend, right, or GBP legend, but predominantly that name comes from the authority I have on trading a pound versus the dollar as to pound versus Swiss franc or pound versus Japanese yen. So if I'm taking pound position, I usually like to go in hard and a lot more on pound USD than the other one. I'm just so conversant with that currency pair. But it didn't happen that way. That one rather disappointed me, and the one that I had less faith on, so because of that put on relatively less amount of lot size. In fact, if you can read here, right, if you can clearly see here, I put on a lot of like lot size. This lot size all here sums up to about 30 lots, right? 30 lots. And then it's on a real account. It's not a demo account or anything. You guys can see here, KOJOFOREX one is a real account, right? So imagine putting 30 lots on a single position. But after the 30 lots, I would say about 15 of the lot sizes went for GBP USD, and then the rest of the 7 and then 8 went for GBP Swiss franc and then GBP JPY. So you can kind of imagine exactly how weighted GBP USD was, right? But like I said, looking at this point, it was a pound Swiss franc that helped our position come back into profit, and then the pound JPY also didn't disappoint us as much, because with that one I also took the position here all the way here, tapping onto that psychological level 160.00. Pound Swiss franc plus the pound Japanese yen, those were the ones that actually helped our position run nicely. I hope this video inspires you and makes you understand when to take some risk and then when not to take some risk, and then the fact that as a trader you can literally trade anywhere, any part of the world, just like we always preach, right? If this video inspires you, make sure to smash the like button and subscribe to this channel. Also follow me on all social media at KOJOFOREX KOJOFOREX, and click in the link in the description to join the KOJOFOREX Telegram community. If you're from Ghana and then you're in Accra, you don't want to miss our 7th May event, which is a KOJOFOREX business lunch, which is just basically going to teach you how to take advantage of the partnership events of the Forex market. Also, if you're from Ghana and then you find yourself in Kumasi, then you don't want to miss our 21st May event, which is the KOJOFOREX Expo happening at the KNUST Great Hall, right? The biggest hall in the whole of Kumasi. So you want to really be there. I want to see you guys there. Take advantage of it. Let's come learn, and then we end on the Forex market. Without wasting much time, I hope you guys got inspired. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.